So I want to talk to you a little bit about Airbnbs that I've been seeing, a trend that I've been seeing on the market lately. I've gone out to show properties and I noticed that some of those houses have been fixed up and they're set up as an Airbnb. And sure enough, when I did the research and saw, when the house was sold a year ago, and those houses are not making money. And I can tell you from personal experience where I live, there's three Airbnbs in the block, and from 2020 and before, they were getting booked a lot, but they've slowed down a lot. And I think that's because there's too many in the market. There's just a lot of properties in the market, and the hotels have gotten smarter too. They're giving breaks and stuff like that, and they're just too many. If they paid 800 or 900,000 for a house, they got to be renting it at a good amount of money, because when you add up the cleaning fees, when you add up getting any stuff done in the yard, fixing anything on the house, and then the fact that there's so many of them, they're just not getting that return on investment. And you're seeing those properties get back on the market for sale, which is good. You get creating some inventory that we're lacking inventory. You're starting to see some of those houses back on the market. Those houses, believe it or not, have also inflated the market, because when people were looking for Airbnb, when people were looking to buy a house, they were competing with Airbnbs. And these Airbnb companies were also outbidding homes. In my block particular, a house that we didn't think was going to sell for that amount of money ended up selling for that amount of money. They overpaid a lot for these houses because they wanted to win the bid. And then you'll see neighborhoods where prices are a lot higher than they were before because of Airbnbs. That's the pro. The con is that now, you have somebody Airbnb in the block. And if you're in a, neighborhood that's family oriented, I don't know if you want to have just random people coming in and out. I think Airbnbs have their place, closer to the beach and places that are more tourist. But when you're in a suburb location, you just have Airbnbs, just doesn't make sense, That's just my opinion. You're seeing that a lot now. You're seeing those properties come into the market. I see a trend coming, and also their loans. They have commercial type loans, and those loans are due. You have to show revenue and you have to show profit. And if they're not showing that profit or revenue, a lot of times the banks are calling back those loans and those properties. And that's the reason why you're seeing those properties for sale.